This is so much work. Drifting with a wheel, it's honestly a workout. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4, guys. Over the past month and a half, you guys have been seeing me use this thing, my Thrustmaster racing wheel. And over that past month and a half, I have been working up to what we're gonna be doing today. I'm gonna be facing one of my biggest fears by doing one of the hardest things to do with a racing wheel, and that's the simple act of drifting. If you've ever tried drifting with a wheel, or especially a handbrake like this, it makes the experience about 20 times cooler, but it does make it about 20 times more difficult. So we're here in Fortune Island, and I wanted to go up the drift road. If you haven't seen any of Fortune Island yet, this is the Needle Climb, the greatest drift road, I would say, possibly ever in any Forza game. I wanted to try drifting it with my Thrustmaster wheel and see how much I've improved over the past month and a half since we started using this wheel on Horizon 4. So, I'm gonna set my goal of hitting 250,000 points on this drift zone. That would be the equivalent of 3 stars. However, I am going to set some rules for myself to make it a little bit more difficult. I want to use something with a little bit less horsepower than I usually do. You might see my personal best is nearly 500,000 drift points, but that was with a rear-wheel drive car rocking nearly 2,000 horsepower, so we're going to slow it down a little bit. We're going to head over to the festival, and we're primarily going to build something that's rear-wheel drive, JDM as well, and finally, with about 500 horsepower. I'm going to say less than 500 horsepower. The first thing, though, is we need a car, and I think a JDM car is probably going to be the best way to go. I mean, I could choose anything. I could choose, like, a Corvette or something. I think Mazda, though, is going to be the answer for today. Now, we've already gone in and we've built the 94 MX-5, so I don't want to do that one again. The 2016 MX-5 is kind of cool looking at. Oh, I like the orange paint job I found. Feels really weird. I've never been this nervous to make a video before, but I said I want to keep it less than 500 horsepower. I could go with a V8, but at the same time, I could go with a 3.2 straight 6. We do need some better rims and everything, so let's get some street tires firstly. We are going to have like 500 horsepower, so let's upgrade the tire width a little bit. That'll be good. Let's also get drift suspension on this because that will help immensely as well. So that is crazy, crazy low. And it means we'll get some better steering angles, so that's pretty good. With all of those upgrades, I stayed within our requirements. 499 horsepower in a car that weighs less than 2,000 pounds. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is, well, other than using a wheel, is the short wheelbase. Drifting a car that has a short wheelbase makes it quite twitchy and quite snappy, so we'll want to watch out for that, but hopefully our drift suspension fixes that for us. Oh, would you look at that? It's a lovely sunny day too. I'm not gonna have any excuses, so let's give it a little test drive before we start heading up or down the mountain. We're probably gonna want to go down the mountain just for more points and stuff, but let's give this little MX-5 a little go. I must say, I do like these little MX-5s though. They're really, really cool little cars. They're fun to drive around and stuff, and yeah, I think this thing could totally work. So, you know what? I'm not gonna do any more practice. I don't want myself to get too used to this. No excuse for us, even though I would definitely like an excuse as to why this probably won't work on our first attempt, but we'll see how it goes. Snap it in and go for that 250,000 points. If we can pull in 250,000 points, that's actually 3 stars, which, I mean, is pretty good. I mean, the drift zone's on Fortune Island. Okay, the car's getting a lot of... Turn! What are you doing, car? I'm noticing the little MX-5's actually getting a lot of understeer. It's like, look, well, I'm turning hard right, and the thing's just smoking its wheels, and it's not actually turning. I don't know if that has to do with the drift suspension we threw on. I mean, it's very possible, but that's really making this way more difficult than it needs to be. Let's see if it does it again. If it does it again, maybe we'll go back to the festival. Look, I'm turning. It's barely spin. What? Why is it doing that? There's something going on with the suspension on this car. Like, I like the idea. What was... Okay, no. No. This suspension is silly. It is not working. There's something really funky going on with the drift suspension for this car. It was getting understeer, and then it was like nothing. Oh, you're backwards. Well, at least it was the car that let me down there and not my own skills. I mean, my own skills weren't great, but I'll blame it on the car for now. So come on, MX-5. We've got the pink cowboy hat. It's trying to understeer, but it was definitely better. Okay. That is one thing I will need to get used to. The amount of angle that you can hold, definitely a lot less without drift suspension. Without drift suspension, we're gonna need to be even quicker on our counter steers, which, again, makes my life more difficult. That's the one thing with a wheel. It's not even that it's just hard to use. It's that it's just, you cannot relax for a second. If I just go into chill out mode, I will lose the car and I will spin out. That is what happens to me every time, because I get too comfortable and I get too confident that I'm doing well, and then I crash. Well, we definitely know what we need to work on in the MX-5, that's for sure. We gotta watch out for our angle, and we gotta watch out for that under— oh, are you serious? I've missed the finish line? Well, we got 150k, providing I actually hit the finish line, but okay, 150k. We've only got 100k more to improve. Oh god, see why this is my biggest fear for Forza? The weird thing about this car is that, like, you can see the wheels are turned and the car's just not going anywhere. It's so weird. I've never seen a car like that in Forza before that has such bad understeer. Look at us go now, though. We're on the ball. We are on the ball now. That's what I was saying about getting complacent and getting comfortable. I know I gotta push. Okay, I'm off the track. That's the problem. I get in my own head. I'm like, oh yeah, drifting's not too hard. And then I leave my foot in a half second too long. This is so much work. Drifting with a wheel, it's honestly a workout. Like, you cannot do this for that long without your arms giving— no, we're okay. Look at the smoke coming off the MX-5. Like, we don't even have that much angle, but damn. Seriously, what a strange little car. I wonder if any of you guys have had problems like that. Oh, there it is again. There's that understeer. And the only way to solve it is to just get on the gas 100%, or it doesn't— oh, I thought I was gonna do it again. See? I felt it do it again, and I pressed the gas because I have room, and then it stops. 163,000 points. I might need to break my rules because this is more difficult than I thought it would be. What about this one? My dentist drill MX-5. And why don't we try this too? We haven't yet gone up the mountain. I mean, it's gonna make us slower. That's for sure. I think this thing has drift suspension as well, so I think it's gonna do the same understeery thing that our other MX-5 did. I don't know why though. So strange. Let's go. Look at that. Look at that. I like this MX-5 way more. I mean, it's broken the rules, but I made the rules. I can break the rules. Yo, going up the mountain? Brilliant idea. This is way smoother. Oh, look at the understeer. What is going on with it now? How is that even possible? 120k. What are you even doing? I don't think it's trying. Okay, spin it around. I'm going back down. I feel like this MX-5 could do it. I know it totally could if I was using a controller. That's the thing. It's just, when you're facing your fears, you need to do stupid things. You know what? Drastic times call for drastic measures. So say hello to my 2,000 horsepower Dodge Viper. If one car is gonna set the thing for the drift zone, it will be this one. This is the car that I used to score 450,000 points with. I can see it already. The steering angle is so crazy, and this car is also built for a controller just to snap back and forth constantly. Maybe this isn't the best car. Like, this thing is just so stupid fast. It just, as soon as it gets above 2,000 RPM, it just goes nothing, 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 nothing. Boost! I think it must have the biggest turbos in existence. Well, it doesn't look like We're gonna be able to do it this time. Oh, we were almost at 200K there too. Oh, that was a kind of cool 360. Well, that's definitely the best we've done. 208K with the Dodge Viper. We can totally do it. I can feel it. I don't know how many of you guys have tried drifting with the wheel before. Let me tell you, it's pretty tough. Well, this is gonna make my life considerably harder, considering we've now got a monster thunderstorm. I mean, maybe it'll make it less grippy, which means I can get into that boost. Man, I'm just saying, I should call this the impossible challenge. Not my facing my fears. This is the impossible challenge. Because this is impossible. I just need points. Dodge Viper, please. The really annoying thing is that I know I could get 50K point. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, 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 no. Get in the boost. Get in the boost right now. Yes! Yes! It was the least clean run in the world. But 253K, it's a garbage score. But I will happily take it. Oh, I'm never doing this again. Oh, it's the most stressful thing. My arms are destroyed. That's an actual workout. Oh, all it took was a thunderstorm and a rainy night. Who would have ever guessed that? I'm just saying, though, this thing is absolutely insane. Oh, now I can drift nicely. Oh, thanks. Good. Good to know I've improved. And on that bombshell, guys, that is gonna do it for today's video. I have faced my biggest fear and passed the impossible challenge. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Thrustmaster for sponsoring this video. All links to them are gonna be down below. I highly suggest you check out their stuff, because it is hella cool and makes your Forza experience so much more legit. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon with some more Forza Horizon 4. I'll see you guys then. Bye!